So here we are with Season 5, Episode 7 of She-Ra and the Princesses of Power. Last episode, we got a little bit more showing of Spinnerella and Natasha, especially their relationship, and what is going to happen once they find out that Spinnerella has been taken by Horde Prime, and she's now a secret agent, whether she knows it or not. I would presume kind of has an idea, but I don't know. We'll just have to see. I would presume, right? She's probably going to start reporting back to Horde Prime, perhaps, put a little chip on other people's neck and stuff, if she has it. I don't know how they, I don't know, maybe they put it on the back of her neck, and then they also slipped her, like, 10 more chips in her pocket or something. I don't know, but we will just have to see what this episode has in store for us. But alright, folks, we are going to get started in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Come on out. Ah, you're meditating, huh? Yes. Yes. Less than a day out. Hopefully he isn't, infected. Yeah, of course. But you're gonna have to come back one day or another. A lot of chaos. How are you just gonna get past, like, all these ships? Wow, that's a nice trace dress Scorpia has. Underwater. An underwater party adventure. We're having an invasion right now, and you're are just like, there's just some people just like, yeah, let's have a party. Unless it's like a meeting, you never know. So Catra's not there anymore. And instead of very nice, oh, there's Catra. Okay, very nice on the changes. Prince Peekaboo. Why you need the prince? Ah, so that's why you guys are dressed like that? Okay. Ah. I forgot that they know that, like, they're chipping people, but, like, have you guys checked Linda Dareem? I'm just the muscle. Already just making her fucking character sheet. Again, like, you guys are like, people are chipping all over the place. Like, you couldn't at least fucking, like, check everybody? Gotta chip her and just staring at her nape. Uh-uh. Anything. Oh, it's an elevator. Okay. Do not ruin this for me. Well, I will do it. Who? Wrench against me? Wow. Fucking idiot. Damn, just seeing him immediately, just giving him the fucking mean eyes. Alright, Tara. Linda the Ream. Wrong word. Rekindling, because he set. I'm just a pyromaniac. Come on, then. What, by lighting it on fire? Bart. Wow, nobody's paying attention at all. Yeah. Conversational stuff. She's just chatting them. She's just chatting them up a storm. She's having a little bit too much fun. They're gonna tie everybody up at this point. Where's the bartender? Why'd you come, huh? Oh, there's, seriously, why'd he come? She's just beating everybody up because of this guy. Rip. I'm the supportive type. make you happy. Oh, I'm gonna put you on the... Oh, you're gonna... Just, Perfuma can do this. Alright, repeat that mantra. No. No, according to the subtitle, that was Peekaboo. We found him, guys! God, the way he says his F. Yeah, just go in there and stab him. Spinny. Ooh, yeah, she's got a surprise for you, alright? Look at her, just walking weirdly. Oh, is she gonna see she's, chipping somebody? Oh, no, sorry, she's just in a, So that person's also chipped, it seems like? They're... Oh my god, so many people. Okay. Yeah, who? What it felt like at the set. Getting yourself into the pyromaniac feel, huh? We are made for each other. Well, you can do it, right? You want to sing? Dream? Well, there you go. Since you're a performer, time to sing. Just the cough, bro. It's just lyrics, all right? Oh shit. You're just like, where are these lyrics? Wow, what a great song! report to Peekaboo. I think she's a spy. Friends? In space. Where's these? Oh, your performance. Oh, is this... Oh. Double trouble? Never met. So where's Prince Peekaboo? Because since he said that he's a hermit. Cash kitten. Just take take his identity, yeah. If you pay me, yeah. Give me money. Oh. I'll give you a fucking knuckle sandwich. Damn, Double Troll is just... Oh. Merbista's out here looking like she got chipped and shit. Ooh, gotta check the back of her neck. Let me kiss the back of your neck. Oh, here comes the other chipped people. Damn, dude, she's been working fast. No. Oh. So it's, getting rid of them. So he takes a princess and he can just control them, like, their powers and everything. And also, what a good person to catch, you know? A person, they're literally underground. Alright. Alright, guys, gained double trouble, but lost Mermista. There's a secret entrance. What's with this whole, like, I gotta confront my girl alone, you know? Should have brought in a whole army with you. Oh, here comes... Oh, he got hit. Uh-oh. Damn, he got caught. Tisk tisk, dog. I was kind of wondering, like, she's so happy to... Glimmer's so happy to... Still gotta act, come on now. Oh, well, nice little... Well, the double trouble is just, yeah, well, you know, I'm kind of, got poison and all that, I can't move, so, Seahawk is just out there just hugging. Uh-oh, are we going to loss? We're gonna lose Scorpia, too? Damn these sea people! Thank you for showing your back muscle. Oh, shit. So, Scorpia, how are you gonna swim? So, Scorpia, how are you gonna swim up here? Swim up there, you know? How you... Damn, wind and fire. I mean, it's a good combo. Alright. So what, you guys are the only... Holy crap, you see how big Swiftwind's butt was? Happy anniversary. Oh, she's getting a signal. Everything is going to shit! Well, I mean, what are they supposed to fucking do? Just chill in space now? They're gonna get caught either way. Okay. Well, we've got Double Trouble back. And... Not gonna lie. I liked him this episode. I was like, yeah, it's nice. So, again, So Double Trouble literally has just been in Horde Prime's army for a while. So does that mean that they were in space? Cause like, they know a good amount of stuff about, like, Horde Prime and stuff, you know, and Horde Prime being like, oh, I'm fucking Engi because my because Catra got stolen away from me and Shira wrecked my place and everything, right? Double Trouble knows about that. I'm just... Jesus Christ, they've just been really bad be out here infiltrating, you know? But as we can kind of see, the chip has really... Damn, dude. Horde Prime works fast. That's what I gotta say. He works real fast. Hey, yo. Anyways, I'm gonna write some notes, and we will be right back to the center. Why is my hair like this? I hate it. Anyways. Like that wrong Hordak is just standing there like, what am I doing here again? And then he gets his hand lifted up, and like her hair raises up, and he just has a little smile on him. How adorable. How absolutely adorable. Oh, so when Peekaboo says we got Swen on the piano, right? Give it up for Swen. Cause I was like, wow, that's like he disappeared real quick, you know, Prince Peekaboo. When he goes in the back and immediately like Swen appears, you know? And so that's why like she's playing the piano. Swen, I mean, right? Playing the piano, and Scorpia's just out here fucking singing about how she's a spy and shit, you know? And like Swen just has that like fucking sweat on her. You know, I would presume like yeah, a little sweat on her, and I would presume, right? Swen. Double trouble. As Swen, right? Starts to realize, oh, this is Scorpia, and also singing about spy. Oh. Uh-oh. So, okay, so it makes sense why, Swen ran back, right? Ran back in, and then immediately we see, Peekaboo. Okay. You know, with the speed that Double Trouble has, I think they can pull off a double date. You know, those stupid scenarios where the guy ends up double booking a date, and so he has to like continuously run back and forth from like one date to the other. I think Double Trouble could do that. So Spinnerella and Micah got chipped. So they're out here with their combo of wind and fire. You know, a very deadly combo, especially in California. Very deadly combo. Now you're starting a fucking forest fire. Which, you know, I just realized they're in a forest and, like, they're just lighting these people up. Like, my goodness, dude. And again, it's like, she's tossing wind at the fire. Like, this fire would have just spread on this whole frickin' forest. Anyways, what I kind of wanted to... I wondered, because, like, you know, only Swiftwind, Frosta, and Natasha are leaving and everything, and we kind of see... just a close-up of Spinnerella and everything, you know, like, yeah, them capturing this whole area, but, like, where the fuck is Shadow Weaver? I would like to assume Shadow Weaver did not get shipped, but she is like, I'm hiding, I'm out of here. I don't know what's happening, but oh shit, I can't be here. So... there's that whole thing with Shadow Weaver. She did get chipped and we just haven't seen her. Who knows? But I would presume she has not yet. I feel like Shadow Weaver is kind of the person who would be like, don't fucking touch me, bro. You know, don't be behind me. I'm the one who is, you know, is in the back or whatever. I do enjoy that we got to see just a little bit of the new dynamic that we're going to have in terms of, you know, the group and everything, with Catra being here, and, you know, Adora is just trying to concentrate, and Bo and Glimmer are coming in to frickin' annoy her. Catra comes in, she's just like, oh, you're here to annoy Adora, huh? Let me join in on the fun. And then we hear her purring again here, which is very fun, you know, like, Catra's having a great time right now, dude. Her fucking motor is just running out here. It's so nice. So it'll be very fun to continue seeing more of this dynamic, although, you know, their happy days are kind of running a little low right now, especially with what Horde Prime is doing with Etheria right now. I gotta say, Horde Prime has not had magic in a while, I would presume, right? That's what we hear from, like, the Star Kids. They're like, oh, we haven't seen magic in years, in thousands or hundreds of years or whatever. And now here is Horde Prime, literally getting an entire planet of just magic. And he's just chipping all these people, right? He's chipping Mermista. He's chipping Micah, right? All the, and Spinnerella as well. Right? He's chipping all these people who have these special powers. Yo, he could just create, like, an advanced unit now of just of magic people going around in space, just, you know, doing his bidding, putting people into the light of Horde Prime and whatnot. Good shit, dude. He really got himself a nice little army. At this point, you might not even need the giant super weapon, I'm just saying. Sometimes you just gotta settle your loss and be like, look, I didn't get a super mega destructive weapon, but I will get all these other magic people, who have these abilities that other people have not seen in years. Where the fuck are the Star Kids, by the way? I just realized. They're like, yeah, we're coming back. We're gonna join you in the fight. Where are they? Are they recruiting people right now in space? Maybe that's how Adora will be able to get herself to come back to Etheria. The Star Kids come and just like, hey, let us come and, make a hole in this blockade so then you can go back to Etheria and whatnot. Who knows? And then we've got Glimmer, who's excited to see her dad. Unfortunately, he is now chipped, so whoopsie, I guess, we're not going to be seeing your dad. At the very least, not him mentally, Poor Glimmer, still being unable to see her parents. This poor semi-orphan child. Alright, so that was Season 5, Episode 7 of She-Ra and the Princesses of Power. Let me know what you guys think about it in the comments down below. You know that I always like talking to you guys. Jesus Christ, I hate how my hair is like this. Why is it like this? Anyways, I thought that this was a pretty good episode. As I have made mention, Horde Prime works quick. What a lad, dude. He's out there like, alright, I got a pocket full of chips and you're everybody's getting one. But, so, like, the big part of this whole thing is the underwater party adventure, which is not really an adventure, I feel like, but yeah, it's alright. So they had this whole idea that they wanted to find Prince Peekaboo because he has the power of Farsight, and they want to be able to warn Adora that, about this whole chipping stuff, which endlessly pisses me off about how incompetent they are. Like, the incompetence still leaks through with the fucking rebellion, alright? Like, the only reason why they are surviving is because it's going through the power of friendship, and also She-Ra. But a lot of it is the power of friendship. And She-Ra, actually, so, both of them in combination. Alright, I'm getting real fucking tired of this hair and this part right here. It's really annoying me. What was I talking about? Prince Peekaboo Farsight? Yeah, they want to go, and they hear that he's in this underground ring, aka the secret underwater party, and we've got these people dressing up like they're part of a mafia or some shit, because that's just how, that's just how criminals are. They're all Italians. So as they're going over their plan, we have Spinnerella, who is just watching them, relaying the information to Horde Prime, and I would presume Horde Prime is like, okay, they're gonna be coming over to this area where I've got, like, half of the people chipped already, so fucking great, right? They're gonna split up, and I'm gonna be able to continue chipping everybody else who's within this area who are just completely incompetent. Like, I will never get over the fact that they're like, oh my god, they've been chipping people. I can't believe we just found out this super secret information that, like, Horde Prime is coming to attack us and he's chipping us and he's turning us against each other. Let's not check each other. Like, I'm sorry, even if they're gonna be like, you don't trust me? You don't trust me enough to believe that I am not mind controlled by Horde Prime? Look, it's not about trust. In situations like this, it's not about that, alright? It's about seeing whether you do have it in the back of your neck or not. It's like zombie bites, Look, if I was in a zombie apocalypse and I'm vetting people, I'm sorry, but, like, you're stripping, alright? I'm gonna find out whether you got a fucking bite on you or not. Cause we've got people who will be part of those groups where they get bitten and they don't tell anybody about it cause they're assholes. Or, they're scared and they're in denial and all that, understandable, but everybody in the last episode. Should have gotten a shakedown. You literally should have just checked everybody. Like, how do you... Again, this is like one part of Horde Prime being efficient. Alright, he gets things done quick. In the rebellion, being fucking competent. Y'all been at war for how many years now, and you still haven't figured out you should be doing that? Like, they should at the very least be like, oh, this is kind of like a situation like Double Trouble. We need to figure out if there's a spy in our midst. Anyways, I'll talk a little bit more about the secret underwater party before I go, talk about Natasha and Spinnerella. So, they're at the underwater party, and frickin' Seahawk is... He knows these people, you know, these are his people, but because these are his people, they want revenge against this guy because he fucking set their ships on fire because he's a goddamn pyromaniac, and he's just specifically for boats. He's just gotta set it on fire. He can't help it, you know? So I do enjoy that Mermista has to just go and beat up all these people and tie them up and shit in order to keep their disguises and whatnot, even though at this point, like, just tell Seahawk to get the fuck out of here, you know? Like, why are you here if you're just gonna cause all these fucking trouble? And especially if he knows, oh yeah, these are my people, so they know me, like, and he doesn't have a good reputation, so, like, I don't... Other than the fact that he just wanted to go to a secret underwater party. So while Mermista and Seahawk have to go and beat people up and pull them under the bar, I don't know where the bartender is, we have Perfuma, who's just, you know, having a great time, just laughing it up, but she sees Scorpia, who is not doing great, you know, and so she decided to go and talk to Scorpia after this, asking her, how'd it go? Did you find out anything? Yeah, I just found out I'm really bad at this. You know, I'm the muscle. I'm not here for any espionage, you know? If you need me in terms of, like, the mafia and all that, you need somebody to get roughed up or some shit, just take Scorpia out. We also had this moment where Perfuma asked Scorpia, what do you like to do? Well, I like to sing, but I'm bad. Everyone said so. Well, Catra said so, but it's fine. And it's like, everyone said so, but it's Catra. Catra is everyone, right? One person says you're bad at it, immediately you're like, I guess I am bad at it. Everybody thinks so. And since I would presume, right, she held Catra to a high degree, and Catra was not in the mood to be like, to be jovial with her. You know, it's really more like, hey, shut up. I'm trying to concentrate over here. So, yeah, she feels like she's bad at singing, and I believe this is where she said, Perfuma, I mean. Well, no, Scorpia, you should do things not because you're good at them, but because they make you happy. So they go out to dance, and Perfuma tells her to repeat after me, right? I can do this. And Scorpia is just like, oh, Perfuma can do this. You can do this. Say I. So it's like, it's like a mantra, right? To say that to yourself, because sometimes you just gotta look in the mirror and tell yourself, you can do this. I can do this. It's a little bit of instilling, you know, some self-confidence in you. And it's Perfuma just basically telling Scorpia, I think I skipped over the scene, but, you know, Perfuma said, oh, you're just insecure about yourself, somewhere around there, right? You have no self-confidence because the Horde has kind of just beaten it out of you, and especially when she's friends with Catra, right? And that, you know, oh, Scorpia, you've got a big heart. If you put your mind into it, you can do it. So, I like this whole interaction between Perfuma and Scorpia. Very fun, very nice, and overall I just like Scorpia's, like, interaction. I mean, obviously, she's a lot happier, even though we're in an invasion right now, but, like, she is a lot happier, with the rebellion than she would be at the Horde. Simply because her attitude just meshes well with the princesses. But we also find out, at this moment, that Mermista has also lit somebody's boat on fire. She just wanted to feel, she just wanted to know how it feels to set somebody's ship on fire. That is so funny, but like the fact that Seahawk is just like, wow, you are everything I've ever wanted. Just two pyromaniacs. I do find it very funny though that, like, you know, Mermista's element is water, and she's just over here setting somebody's ship on fire. Water and fire, right? They're opposites. So Scorpia found herself in the front stage because of course she is, and she ended up singing, right? She was a little nervous at first, but she got a little bit more confidence, singing about how she's a spy, hiding in plain sight and everything. Good for her. After singing, she goes to the backstage and she sees Prince Peekaboo. Even though Double Trouble disguised as Prince Peekaboo didn't exactly have the foresight, they knew at the very least what had happened during, like, the whole situation with when Adora came, right? So now I'm just trying to figure out, like, how long has this been? You know, how long has this been in terms of where Double Trouble is at, where they heard this news about, you know, and heard about Horde Prime being mad, and that's why he's doing these blockades, and he's chipping all these people, right? I wonder how long has that been? And then for Double Trouble to just, you know, just slip out and just be like, all right, you know, I'm out of here. I mean, since she disguised herself as one of the clones, and like they all look like each other, and as long as Double Trouble is just matches with them, right? I would presume Horde Prime isn't really going to think about, like, this person, for some reason I can't connect my mind into them until his attention is put on Double Trouble disguised as the clone. But Double Trouble ends up saying something that catches Scorpia's attention, right? I need to get into character for my next performance. And so Scorpia's like, character? I know somebody else who's like that. An actor! Strangest thing, but I think we've met before. And so Double Trouble's just like, oh shit, you know? But since Double Trouble, like, learns about the people as they continue to watch them and stuff, right? So even though Double Trouble was kind of in the rebellion for a bit, I would presume they don't know, like, super personal details. And so Scorpia just tells Double Trouble some sort of some random information, and of course, since you don't know whether it's true or not, you would just go along with it, right? Yeah, of course. Good on Scorpia, you know, out here being the muscle and everything. Finds out immediately and just damn, dude, that was a long tale, I gotta say, goodness gracious. But they found out that Prince Peekaboo is not here, haven't seen him in years, and Double Trouble just happens to take the opportunity since nobody has seen Prince Peekaboo, right? Gotta make money somehow. Even in an invasion, Double Trouble gotta make some money. I gotta say, this right here, this area, kind of looks like Double Trouble's not wearing anything to cover their butt. But we did have the situation where Mermista is gone. So, yeah, so this is just Double Trouble. And then what, in the next scene, they see Seahawk, Perfuma, and Scorpia? Where was Mermista during this time? Like, you think, like, what, did Mermista was like, I'm gonna go keep an eye out on the outside or something, and I guess they just decided to let them in. Honestly, should have left Seahawk out. It would have been better if he got chipped. So yeah, Mermista's been chipped. Happens to be underwater too, so like literally in her element and everything. Good on them. So everybody outside are they're all also chipped, and so they have to get to the stage, go to the elevator thing, and we've got Scorpia, who's decided that she's going to sacrifice herself, right? She's got to keep these people at bay, because if she goes into the elevator, they might just attack the elevator, right? And then none of them gets out, instead of only Scorpia gets left behind. And they're playing all these, like, epic music, and just, like, Scorpia's making a sacrifice. And Perfumer's just like, no, you can't do that. Scorpia's just like, you gotta understand, I'm the muscle. I'm just looking like, cool, great, you're making this sound like she's gonna die or something. But I assume they're just gonna chip her too, because, she's got electric power. And with Mermista, hey, that's also a good combination, water and electric. Man, now that I think about it, Horde Prime's got some really good combination right now, although Micah can, do various amounts of spells. But, again, fire and wind, such a good combination. Now he's got water and electricity. Oh, goodness gracious. Again, so funny that Scorpia says, I'm the muscle, remember? And they're just like, hey, check out those back muscles. Moving away from the underwater party, here we are with Natasha, who is looking at this radar thing. And Spinnerella is trying to come on over to her and just like, can I steal you away for a moment so I can put a little chip on you? She's coming over here and she's just like staring at her neck, like a fucking vampire, bro. Wow. That's a nice neck you got there. What did she say? After what happened at Elberon, we need to focus on the next move for the rebellion. After what happened at Elberon, you should have checked everybody's neck. So Spinnerella goes off. She doesn't really emote all that much, but Natasha is just like, oh, is she mad at me? And Swiftwind, there you go. I was gonna say Swifty. That's his nickname, right? He's a Swifty. Swiftwind tells Natasha, like, I don't know, she seems like she's devoid of any emotions. But Natasha thinks, oh, it's our anniversary today. I totally forgot. Maybe that's why she wants to steal me away, but I'm just over here working. Oh shit, can't believe that. So Natasha follows Spinnerella, or at least she sees her, and then she, sees Spinnerella just Blair Witching it, apparently. Just really out here standing like that. But she sees this person relaying information, and her eyes are just out here glowing and shit. Very fun, the way that they did that as like a wipe of like the little whisk going through past her eye. But just having that, just seeing those green glowing eyes, shit, she got hit. Natasha can't believe it. She can't believe it so much that she didn't tell anybody about it. She just decided, in the next scene we see that she was just going to confront her, or at the very least, try to touch the back of her neck and everything. You're like, hey, what's this bump in the back of your neck, huh? It's unfortunately just my bad for it. So, we find out that, I don't know, just about everybody in the camp has been chipped. I joked about how during my Patreon useless Patreon intro, I was saying like, oh, maybe they chipped Spinnerella and then they just shove like a bunch more chips into her pockets, She just has like a pocket full of chips. One for you, one for you. Hey, are those fire in the back? Why is there fire in the back? What's going on here, huh? There's all these smoke going on right now. I guess maybe there's like a campfire because she's, got her wind going on and everything. So, she sees Swiftwind getting, taken down by a giant tree, and then there's Frosta getting hit with fire because she's ice. And we see that Micah has also been chipped, unfortunately. A very powerful sorcerer and all that jazz under Horde Prime's hands. I gotta say, Natasha, her power is still kind of pretty sick. I feel like I've said that the moment the first time I saw her. I'm like, she can just do this with her nets? Holy shit, so cool. And she's just out here blocking both Spinnerella and Micah's attack. Not that she would be able to last, right? But she uses her power, right? And she flips the net over to them. I like how she's just like, I'm sorry, Spinnerella. And I'm like, what, are you gonna destroy her or something? Fuck her up, But no, all she did was just reverse the net, right? And so now they're netted up with each other. I love that they all just kind of stood there like, oh, we've got a net on us. Standing here in my default position. So off they go. This is such an interesting perspective that we see of Swiftwind, you know, because he looks humongous. He looks huge, dude. Like, holy crap, his behind, he's got cake on him, dude. What the hell? But yeah, we're left with only in the rebellion camp. We're left with only Swiftwind, Frosta, and Natasha. We don't know where Shadow Weaver is, but I kind of presume Shadow Weaver isn't the type who's going to get chipped. But, you know, I could be proven wrong. But we haven't seen her yet, so we'll just have to figure out where she's gone. And then we're back on the ship because the whole episode wasn't really focused on them. They're still just out in space. They're trying to get back to Etheria this whole time. But it seems like they're delayed. They're going to continue to be delayed, going back to Etheria, I mean. But they patch through to Perfuma, who basically tells her, yo, Adora, don't come back. They've got a fucking trap laid out for you. I don't know. Just hold on. We're on our way back. Just wait a little longer. We're almost there. No, don't come back. Prime knows you're coming, and there's a trap, a blockade. You'll never make it through. You need to stay away. Yeah, so you need to stay away from all of this. But, like, if you tell Adora not to come back, you know, like, Catra already tried to do that shit, you know? Adora, of course Adora's gonna be like, alright, we gotta get back in there, you know, whether we have a plan or not. But I just assume they're gonna have a plan or something, and the plan is Adora turning into She-Ra and then just making a hole in the blockade. Or the Star Kids come back because, like, where the fuck are they? They said, hey, we're gonna fight with you, so, like, where are y'all? Other than recruiting people, hopefully. You know, gotta get a little galactic army, rebellion army, since the rebellion in Etheria have basically vanished because of their incompetence. You know, maybe the Galactic Rebellion will be a little bit more competent. I don't know. Maybe they'll get a nice little Galactic Rebellion. Because at this point, I definitely feel like that's what Horde Prime, not say Horde Prime needs, but, you know, that's how perhaps you would be able to defeat Horde Prime, who is the ruler of the known galaxy, the known universe, somewhere around there. Unless, you know, one tiny little planet made of magic and friendship will defeat this lord who has been ruling over the known universe for how many frickin' years, you know? Who knows? Who knows? But yeah, as I said, pretty good episode. I was like, oh, so Double Trouble's coming back. And then, you know, now that they're here, I'm just kind of like, I don't know. I might enjoy Double Trouble in this season more than I do in the last season. So far, I'm enjoying their comeback. So that's been fun. We'll just have to see more of them. But if I have anything else to say, I will write it in the description down below. And that's it. Bye!